Hang on, I gotta get this piece of paper out. All right, good. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. In honor for these two getting engaged tonight. After I said I'm happy. This speech ain't gonna take long. It's not like Bobby trying to tell a story we all know how that goes. It takes about 10 years for him to tell you one thing. It's pretty ridiculous. They also obviously every other word that comes out of his mouth is, well, does anyone say it? We all know what it is. Kids are enough end of the day. Alright. So, couple of years back, Bobby and Jen obviously met each other. And for the first year, I had no idea who Jen was. The only thing I knew was there was a car in my driveway. Bobby hit her in the barn like a top secret government test. Alright? And because I'm a little illiterate, I will say, her license plate says Sudsy 11. I read it as Shady 11. I had no idea. So from there on out, that's how I knew. But I just wanted to say that when I did meet you, Jen, we realized that you and Bobby are perfect together. And we are very, very happy for the both of you. And I wish you the best. And welcome to the family. And also, God bless America.
Eric, you ain't got nothing on me. For those of you who may not know me, I'm Jen's sister, Kelly. I would first like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for sharing this beautiful day with Jennifer and Bobby. It has been absolutely perfect so far, and not to mention, extremely organized. However, I would expect nothing less from my sister. For example, when my father and I went over to Jen and Bobby's house for dinner this past Sunday, she presented my dad with a daily, itemized list of what he needs to do, not only for the wedding, but for himself too. It was like a step-by-step manual with a time schedule. So I would expect nothing less than a perfect wedding for a perfect couple. I wanted to do something a little different for this speech. So I decided to do a little rap about the bride and groom. That's already been done, and out of my many talents, rapping isn't one of them. I remember when Jen told me that she was dating Bobby. My first thought was, doesn't he play with guns and shit? In my defense, it's not a bizarre first thought. For example, Bobby announced at the rehearsal dinner Wednesday night that he was unable to give the groomsmen his gifts because, and I quote, the law enforcement probably wouldn't like it. Don't worry for all you cops in the room. I'm sure what it is was totally legal. Bobby and I actually go way back before Jen even entered the picture. No, not in the way some of you might be thinking. I've just known Bobby for years. We used to hang out nightly at the Fridays in East Hanover, drinking and smoking multiple packs of cigarettes. I knew Bobby pretty well, so I was a little surprised when Jen said that they were dating, and I wasn't sure what the hell they could possibly have in common. However, once I got to know Bobby's true character, I understood completely. Bobby is the type of guy that would do anything for you, unless, of course, he's playing in a softball game. It may take him a few weeks, months, let you in on a little secret. I have figured out how to get Bobby to do something immediately. You see, I had asked him for months to fix a hole in my house siding, which he gladly accepted to do. Months went by, and nothing. Well, one night, Jen, Bobby, and I went out to dinner, and accidentally the waiter switched our leftovers. So he got mine, which he didn't like, and I got his, which I was totally fine with eating. The next morning, when Bobby realized the horrible error that the waiter made, I got a 7:30 a.m. text telling me not to touch his food, and he was coming to get it. Without hesitation, I proceeded to explain to Bobby that I would be holding his leftovers hostage, either in my fridge or my stomach if he took too long, until he fixed my siding. Bobby was over within 20 minutes, and within 30, the siding was fixed. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you need Bobby to do something, just hold his food hostage. In all seriousness, as many of you know, my family has had a rough few years, especially the past 2 years with my mother being ill and passing away. However, as difficult, Bobby, is that your phone? Okay. As difficult as this once was, this is the sentimental part, okay? Listen up. It was during then I realized how wonderful Bobby truly is. He was so supportive and would and did do anything, everything he could to help us out. His love, support, encouragement, and help made me love him even more. Bobby, we are so grateful to have you in our family. I could not have picked a better husband for Jen or brother-in-law for me. I, as well as both my parents, truly love you, and I look forward to torturing the hell out of you for the rest of my life. Now, on to my sister. I'm actually a little surprised I'm standing up here. Not because you wouldn't want anyone else but me to be your maid of honor, but because I'm shocked that one of us hasn't killed each other over the years. For example, there was this one incident that occurred years ago where we were arguing in our parents' basement over something stupid, I'm sure, and Jen threw cat food in my face, so I proceeded to chase her around the basement, attempting to hit her over the head with a dumbbell. And just as a waiver for all you cops in the room and lawyers, I didn't do it, and I promise I've left my violent tendencies at the door of the Park Savoy. Of course, Jen and I have always loved one another, but honestly, we've had a hard time getting along sometimes throughout the year. My poor parents. We definitely gave them a run for their money with our arguments and constant tattling. Secretly, I think each of us watched each other like hawks, looking for a screw-up to tell our parents about. I call it the competition of who was the favorite child. Our parents would always respond with, "We love both our children the same." However, sorry to say, Jen, I win because I'm the oldest. Things got better between us as we got older, and today, I can truly tell you that she has become my best friend. Our relationship honestly changed after our mother passed away. Our mother was our best friend in life. We told her everything, and she was our go-to person. After she passed away, I think we became that for one another. Jen is now my go-to person whenever I need advice, or anything for that matter. Sometimes, I think she's the older one. So in that case, Jen, maybe you do win favorite child competition. Accidentally, Wednesday night, after the rehearsal dinner, I leaked part of the speech to my sister. After drinking from about 5:30 p.m. at the rehearsal dinner, and continuing to party back at my sister's house, we probably drank about 2 bottles of wine total something my mother always used to do when Jen and I were upset or not feeling well. So now picture this. There's me lying on the bathroom floor in my 6-inch stilettos, arms wrapped around the toilet, and face down in the bowl. I wasn't getting sick, just extremely comfortable in the position I was in, which seemed to get rid of those damn spins. Jen sat down next to me and I reached for her hand to hold. Holding her hand, while my other one was still wrapped around the toilet, and me using the center of the toilet bowl as a mock microphone, I guess, I proceeded to tell Jen this, which I will now share with all of you, minus the toilet bowl, of course. Jen, I am truly happy for you, and I honestly love you with all of my heart. I wouldn't want anyone else for a sister. You have filled the void in my heart that was left when Mom passed away. You are now the person I rely on and know has my back no matter what. Even as your older sister, I look up to you, and I know I speak for both Daddy and Mommy when I tell you we are all so incredibly proud of the woman you have become. You are going to be an excellent wife and mother, and Bobby is damn lucky to have you. I want you to know that I cherish you as my sister, my friend, and our relationship, and I couldn't be more thrilled for you and Bobby. So with that said, I ask everyone to raise their glasses and toast to Jen and Bobby's marriage. May it be filled with health, happiness, love, and success,